explore this place. The jungle whispers secrets in the morning haze. Fly, eagle, fly through Jordan Hare Stadium. Mist rises from the river, leaves rustle with delight. We find paths winding through the trees, wild and free. Birds sing their songs, a symphony of light. In what eagle zone, the tigers roar tonight. Welcome to the jungle where the wild is our guide. The crowd awaits, blitzed by the wind inside. In what eagle zone, every day is a surprise. Welcome to the jungle, the war eagle flies. We stay rolling them tree from Tumor's corner. Feel the thrill of heights on a crisp autumn night. Fly, eagle, fly, let your heart take flight. In a war eagle zone, the jungle's mine. Night falls, our tigers come out, the moon glows so bright. Jordan Hare is loud in the darkness under the stadium lights. Around Jordan Hare, war eagle take flight. In war eagle zone, the night is just right. Welcome to the jungle where the wild is our guide. Adventure awaits, let's ride the wind inside. In war eagle zone, every day is a surprise. Welcome to the jungle where the eagles fly. Let's enjoy the show, the football talk, the thrill with every step. The jungle's magic will feel no need to fear. For here you'll find the truths. In War Eagle song you'll feel alive and whole. Welcome to the jungle where the SEC is our guide. And T-Truth is on the mic. Adventure waits, let's ride it midnight. In the war zone, every day is a surprise. Welcome to the jungle where the eagle flies high. Welcome to the jungle where the SEC is our guide. And each truth is on the mind. Beware, baby, beware, Georgia. Beware, Oklahoma, you had nowhere to hide. War damn eagle, war damn eagle.
Welcome to the War Eagle Zone. I'm your host, D Truth. We had a rough week last Saturday. We had a rough. We lost to Texas. We lost to Oklahoma. We had some things that didn't go our way, but guess what? We're still here. It was a close game, but we got to learn how to win them games despite what was going on. Right now, let's bring me to this next game. And yeah, as you see for the title, we're going to talk about Bruce Pearl return from Auburn basketball. And I'm going to see, can I pull up something that he was saying. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Right? See if I can pull it up and let y'all hear what he was talking about. But let's get to Texas A&M. Once again, going into Cal Field in a hostile environment against Texas A&M, Cal Field, Saturday, 3:30, which is going to be on ESPN. Auburn got the chance to go in Cal Field, bring their record to 4-1. Got a chance to bring their record to in the SEC conference. Respect to Edward and anybody else that's going to be watching. Got a chance to bring their SEC record to 1-1 and put themselves back into thick of thing before think before next week. Which next week? No. Hold on. For the server. Yeah, before next week. Before next week. Before they go into their bye week. Before they go to their bye week. Then the week after that, they will be playing Georgia at home in Jordan Hare, with more likely that will still that still is slated for a nighttime game. So they still got a prime position to get in the college football playoff. But we got to make sure that that O line got to block, they got to run block. They got to get Jackson on the time enough to set up and throw the ball. And Jackson Arnold cannot hold on to the ball that long like he did against Oklahoma. He cannot. Respect Serious S, my sister. What's going on? He cannot hold on to the ball that long. He cannot hold on to that ball that long. And he got to be able to hit them open field receivers downfield for some big plays. Hey, I'm doing absolutely great. How are you doing? How everybody doing on this what they call a hump day Wednesday? How everybody doing? How everybody doing? You got to be able to hit them plays down the field. And if you can't get up the middle, try running on the outside. Running running backs on the outside to get those defensive players tired. Get them defensive players tired. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're doing fantastic. I know you're enjoying this weather down here too. And it's supposed to be fall, right? Right. But it still feel like summer. But you got to be able to hit them players downfield. And the defense, keep playing like you're playing. Keep playing like you're playing. Look here, the defense gave the offense a chance to win on last Saturday. Defense, keep doing what you're doing. But let's get out the field on third down. Yes, sir. Higher Henry. Higher Henry. Got to be able to get out the field. And that would have been able to do. And we got to have a special team. Special team got to do their job. Everybody, every facet of the ball game got to do their job. Offense, defense, special teams got to do their job. Right? I'm not going to say we're going to win every game, but the effort is there. The effort is there for the Auburn Tigers to win these ball games. We just got to keep going and doing what you're doing. That's all we got to do. Keep doing what you're doing. I know the run game ain't been there. The passing game had been there. We've been trying to open up the pass too. But guess what? You can't stop. They cannot stop. And Horatio Fields, let me see, can I find out what his injuries is? Okay. Let's see, can I find out what his injuries is? Hold on. I think Horatio Fields, he's injured, but how bad he injured, we don't know. We do not know. Okay. And okay, it said Auburn suffer a significant setback. Respect 225 girl. It said Auburn suffer a significant setback. See, with high expectation, everybody. I'm going to tell these writers this. I'm gonna see. Do you agree with me, 225 girl? Anybody else that's in the chat, type in the chat. Every football team goes into the football season with high expectation. If no football team go into this football season with a high expectation, something wrong. If you don't go into a football season with a high expectation of winning a national championship, something wrong. You don't go into a football season winning a conference championship, instead of the conference championship game, something wrong. Respect them, Mondo. Something wrong. Somebody answer that question for me. They said the Auburn Tigers opened the 2025 season with high expectation. What football team does it? What team does it? If your team does not, if you as a fan, and your and the coaching staff and the players don't go into that season before the first game played with high expectation, something wrong. You go in there with a low expectation. I just want to win ball games. I just happen to be playing. Something wrong. Okay, let's continue to read what it said. The first three games showing the balance and pause needed to continue in the SEC. On the quarterback Jackson on the offense makes efficient, passing with talented big play while the defense held through firm against early non-conference league play. In league play, Auburn set a 3-0 and look capable of making noise against conference elite. But the SEC opener on the road brought the first side of trouble at the Tiger Field 24-17 to Oklahoma as they prepare for a Week 5 clash against Texas A&M. The Tigers were dealt a devastating injury blow to one of its key receivers. Okay. How Horatio Fields. Okay. And the receiving room is deep. The receiving room is deep. The receiving room is deep. So it might be a significant blow. Yeah, we might be down one receiver, but guess what? It is deep. They don't understand that. I don't know what's wrong with these reporters. I don't know what's wrong with these reporters. Respect them, Mondo. I don't know what's wrong with these reporters. They expect a team not to go into the football season without no high expectation. Even the teams that know they don't have no chance of winning a national championship or a conference championship go into the season with a high expectation. I don't understand that. Explain that to me, Armando.
Okay, let me explain it to you, man. Yes, every team. First of all, salute to the chat. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure you hit that like button. Every team, yes, they have high expectations internally. Okay, but Auburn, the media had high expectations for Auburn because the moves they made in the transfer portal. They finally got a quarterback. They got a damn good running game. They got a damn good old line. They got a lights out defense, a shutdown defense. So the expectations are high. You look at the rest of the SEC, where some teams have regressed. Auburn has improved, much improved. So the expectations are higher this year than it was last year and the previous year. So, they're going to be looking at you totally different. They're going to be expecting you. The thing is, the knock is that Hugh Freeze can't win the big one. That's the knock. I mean, big games like last Saturday.
Yeah. But I'm looking at it right here. Okay. That's team like Ole Miss, right? Let's take Ole Miss for instance. Mm-hmm. They've been having high expectations with ever since Lane Kiffin been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
they've underachieved. I give you that they've underachieved, but that's Ole Miss. Do you want to be Ole Miss? Do you want to be on that level? Hold on. Or do you want to be on the level of Georgia, Texas, Bama? And Tennessee was in the playoffs last year. Do you want to be Ole Miss? You want to say, well, Ole Miss, they had high expectations too. They ain't been that's Ole Miss. Ole
Yeah.
Miss is Ole Miss, and Auburn. I mean, you know when the last time Ole Miss won a national title? Last time Ole Miss won a national title, man, I think Eisenhower was in the White House. So come
Oh,
on, man.
well,
Auburn
no,
done won what several national titles since then.
no. What I was saying was after one game, bro. After one game, we already know that. We already know. We already know that. We already know after one SEC ball game, and they act like, oh, okay, oh, they lost to Oklahoma. Okay, and that's just one game, bro. We got what 8, 9, 10 more games, 11 more games to play.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? The expectation could be there, and we never know what's gonna happen the rest of the season. That's all I was saying. You feel what I'm saying? And these writers, these other people put that put that on teams, right? Put that on teams, and they're like, okay, this team should do this right here. Then also the team don't do that after one game in the conference play. They try to write them off. Okay, go ahead and write the team off. And what usually happens? You write the team off. What usually happens? They team usually start getting on a roll. I'm not saying that what Auburn going to do, but hey, they still got a shot.
They're not gonna write. No one is writing Auburn off. As a matter of fact, I see some people picking Auburn to win Saturday, but like I said earlier in my dog call, I said this about Alabama. Same thing apply to Auburn. Nobody wants to lose 2 games in the month of September when you got a
Mm-mm.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
football left to play.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad business. You don't
Yeah.
want to eat in any level, NFL, high school. You don't. I mean, we play high school football, bro. If you lost 2 games in September, man, the season was damn near over. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
lose 2 games in the month of September. That is a no.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do that, man. That's
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
But I tell you this right here.
So Saturday is pretty much a de facto must win. Because now I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. I don't trust these committees.
Oh yeah.
You don't want you don't want you don't want no situation where you're there 10-2, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you lost a tiebreaker to go to Atlanta, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you 10-2, and or I give you an even better scenario. You 10-2,
Mm-hmm.
and some crazy stuff happened. You end up going to Atlanta, and you
Hmm.
lose in Atlanta. You standing there 10-3, and it comes down between you 10-3 and a 10-2 Notre Dame team. What you think that committee gonna do?
No, they're gonna throw no name off in there. Hmm.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I look. And then the thing is, you 10-2. So even if you do get in the playoffs, you might be traveling. You could be
Yeah.
traveling to damn Bloomington, Indiana. You could be I know Indiana's Indiana, but who the hell want to travel up there? Do you know what the weather's like up there by the Great
Yeah.
Lakes in late December?
But I would say this right here. It's like this. I don't think nobody gonna be. I don't think no team. Oh, it is to get in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the playoff is great. Okay, getting in the playoff is to win it all. You see what I'm saying? Some team gonna be just happy to get in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? You know that. You know in the
Well,
SEC.
you got to get there first
Yeah,
to
but
have a shot at winning it.
yeah, but you know in the SEC team is not just happy to get in the playoff. You already know that. They want to win it. They want to win it all.
Well, well, well. I mean,
I talk about the
you
SEC
want to
team.
get there. You want to get there.
Yeah.
You want to get in the playoffs. You want to get in there because it gives you exposure. Let me tell you what going to the college football playoffs does for your program. Only one team can win a national title. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But what the playoff does for your program, it gives you exposure. You playing in January, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
December, where high school is done. So the recruits, guess what? They sitting at home watching you.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting at home
Mm-hmm.
watching you play in a playoff game. So they're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, hey, Auburn, I could go there and have a chance to win a national title and be in the spotlight, go to the playoffs.
Yeah. But I look at it like this right here. With Auburn, like I said, the if they get the running game back going, run to the outside sometimes, and give Jackson Arnold some time to hit that deep ball, and that's what I think they need to work on the offense, the deep ball a little bit more, and stop open throwing receivers. You know what I'm saying? And just hopefully we don't have no debacle at Cal Field like we did in Normal, Oklahoma. Hopefully, you see what I'm saying? So and
Mhm.
and and so we won't have that controversy. What if theory? What if the ref did this? What if? But although I did admit Auburn play had a terrible offensive ball game that game, I admitted that, didn't I? I admitted that
Mhm.
they ain't played they played terrible. When you play terrible and with the other things going on at the same time, how the way you expect to win? But I think Auburn got the better of that deal. I'm not making no in light of. I hope John Mateer get well soon, considering what Oklahoma was going with him at quarterback. You see what I'm saying? What they were going with him at they were going with him at quarterback. I think we got the better of that deal. And I'm gonna say this to Oklahoma fans right here. You can't be mad at Auburn for what happened to John Mateer. You got to either be mad at John Mateer himself, Coach Venable, or somebody on that coaching staff
Well,
that knew.
that is injuries are part of football.
Yeah.
Injuries are all a part of football.
Hmm.
The only thing I can say that's why it's never a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. They had some games where they had blowouts. Anytime you have a team down by like 30 points at halftime, we're not in the damn BCS era. Okay, put your damn backups in. Salute to you, Edward. Put your backups in. Let your
Hmm.
backups get some PT time. And because you never know. You one play away
Hmm.
from losing your starting quarterback or your starting running back or one of your number one receiver.
Hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say this right here. Ben, you ain't big on point spread, but ESPN got Texas A&M 6.5 point favorite in Cal Field. Which we know in the SEC, point spread don't mean a doggone thing in the SEC. We already know that. And anything can go. Load that defense, play like they played against Oklahoma. I think they'll be okay. I think Auburn be okay in Cal Field. It's 3:30. It's not a night game really. You get by the time nighttime comes to be about 6, 7 o'clock that night. So I think they'll be okay. And let's get to Bruce Pearl retirement. I'm not shocked because he has said on numerous occasions when he get ready to tie last year and the year before when he get ready to tie, his son Steve Pearl probably take over. And this goes out to Mike Wilborn. You know who I'm talking about, Armando. Go out to him. Bruce Pearl wasn't divisive. He wasn't divisive. He might have said some things that you don't like. He might have said some things I don't like, right? But he said them. He said them.
Yeah, he said but brother, when you the head coach of a basketball team and your team is 99.9% black, some things you just got to keep to yourself. Those comments he said, it was very offensive. And you got to remember now, who's in these young men's ear? It is their parents. Their parents and some of them, their grandparents are still around. And they grew up in the era, post Jim Crow era. So, um, that wasn't good for business. Some things are just better left unsaid. No, some things are just better left. Keep that at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? That's what my dad used to say, man. God rest his soul. Some things you just got to keep at the dinner table.
But everybody want to hop on the negative thing he said. But there's some positive thing he said too. It's some negative. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But thing is,
people, you speaking as an Auburn fan, bro. You speaking as an Auburn fan. Outside of the Auburn fan, you thinking about the game and winning basketball games. Where everybody else is thinking about what else has this man have told players in the past, young black players in the past. How does this man really feel? Do I want to trust my son with a man that feels this way? I mean, come on now.
But I'll tell you this right here.
It's bigger than basketball.
Do what I'm saying right here. I'd rather for a man to say it out loud than keep it inside and not know what he's thinking.
That not when you coaching.
Would you rather hear from his mouth outside? Would you rather?
I respect his honesty, but I would not send my damn son to him to play no ball.
No, so what you say? Hold on.
Not for no big.
Hold on. I'm asking you. So you ready to go sing your son for a person that keep it inside, not hearing what he said?
I will look. I will.
Then your son say, "Oh, Michael did this right here, and said this right here." Then what you gonna do?
The thing about it is, my thing is, bro, I'm not going to see, if I know you are a bigot and you showed your hand and I know what page you're on, I'm not sending my kid to play ball for you and put money in your damn pocket.
But I'm looking at this way. I heard things he said.
That's
right?
what you're doing. When you send your kid to these schools to play ball, bro, you putting money in their damn pocket. You putting millions of dollars in their pocket.
But I look at that right here, not as all from. I'm looking at a whole, right? I'm looking at a whole, right? I'm looking at a whole. When, like we said, we always focus on what he said, how he said, whatever, right? Yeah, that's some things he should care for, like free whatever Pakistan, whatever he said that right there. How did that affect us? You see what I'm saying? How do that affect us? What did he say that affected us? You see what I'm saying? Look, with me, when I was heard some of the interviews, right? They asked him a direct question. He asked a direct question.
It ain't about affecting. It's the principle of the whole thing. It's something that's called principle, D-Truth. And the principle is, if you are a closet bigot and a closet racist, I'm not sending my son to play for you and help put millions of dollars in your pocket.
Well, guess what? But yeah, he's still putting dollars in them players' pocket. You see what I'm saying?
And who?
See, look here. Look, you know who I'm most scared of? You know what I'm most scared of out here in the sports world, really? You know who I'm really scared of? I ain't the one who says, you're the one that scares me. You're the one that scares me. You're the one that not saying anything that are like that. They're the one that scares me. You see what I'm saying? So I read to know the coach up front, that what he's like. And then he put players in the NBA. You see what I'm saying? He put players in the NBA.
My thing is he need to do like Tom and Tuberville did. Get into politics. Get out of coaching and go get into politics. Because the two don't mix.
No. But I'm telling you this right here. But everybody
the two don't mix. Look over the years when athletes tried to mix politics in with sports. It never came to a good end on either side.
Yeah. But I look at that right here. You can't argue with results on the court either. You see what I'm saying? You can't argue with result on the court.
I mean, let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about that. He's a great recruiter. He's a guru recruiter. Bruce Pearl. And I'm not just looking at the Auburn years. I'm looking at the Tennessee years as well. He's a hell of a recruiter.
and
But
he coached.
he don't win the big one, bro.
Yeah.
He don't win the big. He had a dream team this year, and I said he had a damn dream team, and he dropped the ball in that SEC championship game, and he dropped the ball in the Final Four, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all were clearly way better than that damn Florida team. Everybody was picking y'all. Y'all were the better team. Y'all dominated all throughout the regular season. Tournament time, it just he getting out coached.
Yeah, but
that's a pattern with him. Even when he was at Tennessee, I don't know about putting his son at giving his son the head coaching. I would have. I don't know, man. I would have started over fresh. Maybe would have went and got one of those assistants off of OKC, one of them young assistants off of OKC, or that assistant up there at Duke. I don't, that, I mean, that's just me. But
yeah,
recruiting and bringing the players there, it's just like going out buying 5-star groceries and you don't know how to cook a 5-star meal.
But I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here.
I'm gonna drop down, take this call. I'm gonna come back up.
All right, I'm saying right here. It doesn't. It wasn't. They still, some of the recruits he got, some of the players he got right now could enter the transfer portal. I'm going to tell you that. Could enter the transfer portal, and here's his coaching resume: assistant at Stanford, assistant at Iowa, a head coach at Southern Illinois, Milwaukee, Tennessee, and Auburn. You can't argue about the man record. You can't argue about the man that where he had down for programs and turned programs around. I'm going to tell you, he turned right 225. He turned the Auburn program around, brought the excitement back. And guess what? Now at Neville Arena, people look at it. It's in the sentence with Ruff Arena. It is sentence with Cameron Indoor, right? It's in the sentence with Neville Arena. You do not want to go play no basketball game. But like I said, as for now, we do not know what the season brings. We don't know what players we're going to have. Is some of the recruits that they have going to stay or not? We don't know. I'm see can I get this to play here? Hold on. This is what he said as a retirement speech.
Dear Auburn family.
Tell me y'all can hear. Tell me if you can hear this.
My family and I moved to the loveliest little village on the plains. We dug in here. We built roots in Auburn, Alabama. And together, with your help and unwavering
support, give a thumbs up if y'all can hear that.
And took it to heights that never before had been reached. Together, we created the best home court advantage in all of college basketball, Neville Arena. Recent son. First of all, it's great to be back at Neville Arena in front of the best fans in college basketball. Together, we invested in this community and changed lives. Whether it was the incredible Outlive program,
about 14 minutes,
fight against cancer, or the Together We Will scholarships and the Melton scholarships, or Bruce Pearl for the kids to help benefit Children's Harbor at Lake Martin. Together, we did everything we could to make Auburn the everything school that it is. Together, we built and helped graduate 51 Auburn basketball players in the last 11 years.
This program has definitely changed my life to the fullest on, not only in basketball, but as a man, as an Auburn man.
I feel like if I had to make a decision 1,000 more times, I wouldn't choose nowhere else but Auburn. So
Together, we helped ensure that lifelong dreams became possible, became a reality for those that wore the Auburn jersey. Together, we brought championships to the Plains, 5 in the last 8 years alone. Together, we built a program with core tenets based on faith, family, passion. And together, we made history. We did our best to give God the glory and the call on him every chance we got. We're going to San Antonio. Being the head coach of Auburn basketball is the privilege of my life. The opportunity to join with so many of the great, legendary coaches of the past and the present. I'm truly grateful. 11 years ago, we planted roots here in Auburn, Alabama, and that won't change. God truly had a plan. But for me, it's time. I've been a part of college basketball for almost 50 years. And the truth is, it's time. I told myself that when I got to the point where I could not give it my all, where I wasn't necessarily 100%, where I couldn't be the relentless competitor that you expected of me, that it was going to be time. And as hard as it is to say this, I've reached the realization that it's time for me to step aside. My dad taught me to work hard. I was cutting grass at 5 and shoveling snow at 7. He told me that hard work leads to success. But without hard work, I wouldn't have success, and it was my choice. It's what I've instilled in my players. It's what I've instilled in my children and their families. And I'm so proud of all of them for working so hard and representing our family name. I've been asked before what I wanted out of my legacy. I've gone to work every day trying to reward you for giving me the opportunity to be your basketball coach and represent this unbelievable university. I hope in some way I've earned it. So after 30 years of being a head coach, lots of sleepless nights, the anxiety, the pressure, and quite frankly, the fear of not being able to live up to the lofty expectations that we've established here at Auburn. I just feel that when I can't give 100%, it's time to pass the torch. You know, I tell my players,
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna finish it up. Like he said, I don't know who. I don't know if you're still in here. 225 girl. Anybody else still in here? When you do not feel like you can give 100, when you feel like you cannot get 100% to anything that you're passionate about, like if I don't feel like I can give 100% to sports, if I can't give 100% to anything that I do in this life, yes, it's time to step away. It's time to step away. Because you don't want to go into your job. You don't want to go into anything that you love doing and you cannot give your 100% to it. And just by going through the motion of doing it. But just going through the motion of doing it, right? You don't want to do that. That's one thing you don't want to do. You want to be able to give your 100% to it. Let's continue. Let's finish in what he got to say.
you're good at something. You had a pretty good teacher. And I've had some great teachers, starting with my dad and extending to my first boss, Dr. Tom Davis, who saw something in me that I did not see in myself. He gave me an opportunity to be his assistant coach at Boston College, Stanford, and the University of Iowa. I'm so grateful that I got to Auburn in time to meet and get to know the legendary Pat Dye. One of my life's greatest achievements was that I was able to get to know Coach and earn his respect and trust as an Auburn man. I can't look back at my time here at Auburn without thanking so many people. At Auburn, Jay Jacobs, Jay Gouge, and the Board of Trustees that was here at that time, back in 2014, they gave this coach another chance. Our current leadership, President Dr. Chris Roberts, the current members of the Board of Trustees, John Cohen, my athletic director, and the incredible team that he has built. Our many loyal supporters, too many to name, who believed in us before it became fashionable, who gave us the patience at first to know that we had a ways to go to build a championship program.
Yes, we did. And
The
then ways to go.
SEC, Commissioner Mike Slav, Commissioner
Yeah,
Greg
at Auburn they had
your
ways to
leadership.
go to build a championship team.
Thank you for believing
But we haven't
that
won that
Auburn
big one.
men's basketball could be among the best in our incredible conference. I'd also like to thank Boston College, my alma mater, Stanford University, where I was first an assistant coach, the University of Iowa, where I rose to be an associate head coach. Then, of course, the University of Southern Indiana, where I was head coach for the very first time, won a national championship in 1995. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, we gave me my first Division I opportunity. The University of Tennessee, and the many coaches, student athletes, friends, administrators that were part of this incredible journey. The many media members who spent time covering our practices, not used to what an open practice would really look like. Thank you for your trust.
Yep,
And
thank you for
telling the world how
trust.
special this basketball program truly is. I may not have even made it to Auburn without the friendship and the support of my dear friend, Sir Charles Barkley. You know, he called me when I was a coach at Tennessee. Didn't know him. He didn't care to know me. He just left me a message one day and said, "Coach, I like the way your teams play." Little did I know that a few years later, I would be his basketball coach. Charles embracing this university, me, my family, and this basketball program had a lot to do with giving us the credibility that we needed to compete with the very best programs in this country. Thank you, Charles. To the families of the student athletes that I've coached over the course of my career,
I wish I could show y'all the. I wish y'all could see the video.
thank you for allowing me
I wish I could
to try to make
at
a
least.
difference in
I
their
could have
lives
pulled it up
more
so
than
y'all
just
could see
on the
this.
basketball court.
Right.
To my
I
current
wish
players
y'all could see it.
and to their families. I've
But
got a
y'all can
special
hear it.
favor to ask you.
The
Please
tone in his
understand.
voice. The tone in his voice.
It's time.
Yeah, and
I may not be there
it's hard
to
for
coach your
a
son
coach,
on a daily
a
basis.
player to
I
announce
promise
anything
I will continue to be in your lives
announce their retirement
just as I would have been.
for something that they
I was
love
a
doing,
coach this year.
because they cannot give their
And
100%.
finally, to my staff, the best staff in all of college basketball. You can't look around the country and see a staff that's been together longer, fought harder, competed more honorably, been more loyal, more hardworking than this current staff. The men and women that are working for Auburn basketball. You guys brought the Final Fours to this campus.
Yep.
And I have no doubt that you're going to continue to do this work as you were taught as Auburn men. Our players, our coaches have truly loved Auburn. And Auburn, you've truly loved our teams.
Yes, they
Auburn
did.
family, thank you for letting me be me. Thank you for letting me be a proud American Jewish patriot that loved this country with all his heart. A country that saved his family, and also loving my ancestral Jewish homeland. The support of the Auburn family has been the key, whether it was building the best home court environment here in Neville Arena,
Yep. That's
taking the show on the road. Over the last several years, there has not been a better basketball program in the country than Auburn. In large part because of our incredible Auburn family and that fan base.
the fan base is
The
awesome.
DNA of this program, it won't be changing. I am incredibly confident in the future of this basketball program. To continue to recruit student athletes that want to be coached, that want to be great, and that want to continue to make history. Auburn is our home. Brady and I are staying right here. Many of you know that I thought and prayed about maybe running for United States Senate, maybe to be the next great senator from the state of Alabama. That would have required leaving Auburn. And instead, the university has given me an opportunity to stay here and be Auburn's senator. I need to focus now on being a great husband, being a great father, being the best grandfather I possibly can be. At the same time, as an ambassador at Auburn, I'm going to do everything I can to keep helping Auburn be the very best version of what it possibly can be. Trying to lead, trying to be an Auburn man, and let this continue to be the best everything school anywhere in the country. And I can promise you that when I can be at Neville Arena, Jordan Hare, Plainsman Park, and all of our venues, I'm going to be there. I'm going to try to stay off the refs and the umps as best I possibly can. But I'm going to be loud, and I'm going to be proud. But for me now, it's time to take off that jacket, the one that Brandy and my family encouraged me to put on, and pass that jacket on to somebody else who is uniquely qualified to maintain the level of success of this basketball program. Auburn family, I truly love you. We truly love you. I hope you understand. It's time. War Eagle.
I'm going to say this right here. That right there is, although sometimes his what he says might rub people the wrong way. Some things he says that get people to not want to send their kids to play for that team. But I'm gonna say this right here: you cannot undoubtedly, you can't undoubtedly go in there and say he wasn't one of the best coaches in this country in college basketball. Although he don't have no national championship to show for it. Look how many people he put in NBA. Look how many people that would have played overseas had a chance to play in NBA since he got there. Right? And me, myself, I knew the time was coming for him to retire. I knew it was coming for him to retire. And I also knew that his son, Stephen Pearl, was going to take over the reins. Those he keep that coaching staff together, that staff together that is already there, that he have already there, it's gonna be fine. But now what Stephen Pearl and that coaching staff got to do now is try to keep them players there that they brought in from the transfer portal, that they brought in from recruiting, try to bring in, keep Pettiford there to play for that team, to play hard for that school. Now that's what their mission is now. And for him to retire before the season starts, I like it. I love it. I love it because he did it before the season started. I love it for the season started. Do I wish he would have did it in August or July? Yes, I'm not complaining. He did it in September, and I think the season starts somewhere in November. So we're gonna see where it heads. See where they're heading. Right? We're gonna see where they're heading.
Welcome to a momentous occasion here at Auburn University. Dr. Roberts, please stand and be ready. New head coach, I'd like, championship, 5 SEC titles.
I'm trying to get to Stephen Pearl right quick. I'm trying to get to Stephen Pearl to hear what he got to say. Right. I'm gonna play his press conference, Stephen Pearl press conference. Okay. I'm playing his press conference, the audio from this press conference, and he is the new Auburn mid basketball head coach. I'm playing his press conference right now, and I'm gonna play some up. I'm not gonna play all of it, but as an Auburn man, here it is.
There's only one way to get this thing started, and War Eagle. Thank you all for being here this morning.
And here's Stephen Pearl.
I wanted to start by thanking our president, right, Dr. Chris Roberts, our athletics director, John Cohen, our sport administrator, Janan Paul, the rest of John's executive staff, and the board of trustees for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be the head coach of this prestigious program. It's an honor to lead this university and this program into the next chapter of Auburn basketball. I've been preparing for this moment my entire life. You know, the last 16 years, I've been in every aspect that is college basketball. I played at the University of Tennessee, not very well, but I did play at the University of Tennessee as a player, as a student athlete. And then I started my journey here at Auburn in 2014. I started out as an assistant strength coach under Damon Davis. I worked my way up to director of basketball operations, was then promoted to assistant coach, and then was promoted to associate head coach and our defensive coordinator. That journey has shaped how I lead, how I listen, and it's given me a front row seat to the principles of what have made this program so successful. And that perspective, I plan to carry them forward with purpose. Listen, I fully understand the weight of this opportunity. I embrace it with gratitude, humility, and resolve. I know it comes with a tremendous amount of responsibility, okay? It's a different level of expectation, and it's a gold standard that Bruce Pearl has brought to this fine institution and this fine basketball program. It's given me a front row seat, okay, and it's given me the perspective I need to carry them forward. I will go to work every single day with the focus and the determination to reward you all for allowing me the opportunity of a lifetime to lead this program. I am here to rise to the moment. There's going to be a lot of thank yous, all right? So bear with me, because I would not be sitting here if it weren't for so many people in and out of this room. I want to start by thanking my wife, Brittany. It takes a special woman to be a head coach's wife, to just be a coach's wife. It does take an even more special woman to be my wife.
I'm trying to get. Hold on, see what else. Yeah, and I think the standard that all the other head coaches at Auburn basketball has set will is the pressure on Stephen Pearl to win ball games, win a national championship. I think it is.
We were all rattled on Monday. Me especially. Have been nothing short of incredible.
Here's some more stuff for that Stephen Pearl interview.
It speaks to your
Not interview, but press conference.
It speaks to what we saw in the recruiting process and the young men that you are and what we know you're going to be. We were all rattled on Monday. Me especially. Because of some of your reactions. We were, surprised. Abdul Bashir walked out into the hallway and just gave me a hug and said, "I'm with you, coach. I love you." KO, same thing. K-Mag, same thing. I needed that in that moment. So thank you. It's immediate validation for why we knew you were such special young men and student athletes. I can't thank you enough for your resilience, your trust, and your loyalty to Auburn. At a time in college athletics where those three things are far and few between, the world can learn a lot from the men in our locker room. And I'm proud of that. I can promise each and every one of you that I will go to work every day, every second. Really fast. It's going to get the ball up and down the floor. Got to take some crazy shots, but we're not as big or as thick as we were a year ago. So we're going to play faster, and we're going to try and force more turnovers. It's going to require a tremendous amount of communication from our guys because we do a lot of switching. We change up our defense from time to time, and it's going to require our guys to be in sync with each other and be on the same page. So a lot of the things that you've seen over the last 11 years are a lot of the same things that we're going to continue to do, on the floor. But for us, my expectation is that we have to get better every single week. That's been our messaging all summer. With a group of 10 new guys, that's really all you can ask for at this point. This is a team that throughout the year is going to get better week by week. We're gonna get kicked in the face a few times early in the season because of the schedule. And it's interesting that Mike Burgomaster didn't show up today because I was going to give him some hell about the schedule that he laid out for us this year. It's going to do an unbelievable job of getting us ready for our conference play, but we're going to go through some adversity early because we're playing some really good teams. But as long as this team continues to learn from those experiences, continues to grow, this is a team that can beat anyone on our schedule. And, just really excited to continue the work that we've put in so far.
Justin Hoganson, Auburn Sports on 3. Steve, just talk about being here in the beginning, going back to when you guys first got here and understanding where it was, where it is now, how the support's grown. Sort of
Yeah, listen. Yeah.
Specifically at Auburn.
After he asked this question, I'm shut off.
First day, and we walked into the film room, and I looked at BPS. Are these the managers? KT Harrell's our only Division I player on the roster, right? It was a depleted roster, and it was a roster that had just been kind of beaten into the ground, I feel like, and they were just looking to do anything possible to win. And that team won 15 games that year and made a run to the SEC semis. Probably our least talented team since we've been here, but a team that hung on every word that we said and was just excited about the opportunity to play for a coach that was going to bring fire and bring life into them. And that first year, we really found out what the foundation of this place was and how special this place was because our fans poured into a group that wasn't necessarily delivering the results on the floor, but they were good. They were working their ass off to get there.
Yeah,
and we knew that if we could bring in teams that we knew that could win some games and win some championships and get us back to the tournament, we knew that our support would follow. And to watch that growth from year 1 to year 11, I mean, can anyone in this room imagine what the last couple of years would have looked like in that arena? No.
No.
I mean,
no sellout.
what I hear
No
so often
sellout.
is it's impossible to get a ticket to home games, right? We have to go follow you to Tuscaloosa or to Oxford or to Athens or to Birmingham, or Atlanta just to watch the Tigers play. And that's something that we have to continue. We have
Yep.
to keep going. That's what we need the Auburn family to continue to do, because these kids came here because of that support. And it's something that if we continue to have, I think, this team can do some special things. Is there another part of your question I needed to answer?
Okay, that's enough of Stephen Pearl. Like I said, it's gonna be a hit or miss when it comes to the basketball season. It's gonna be. It's just like the expectation. I don't care what sports, what school you are at. I don't care what school you are at. Your teams, football, basketball, baseball, softball, gymnastics, it doesn't matter. Your team, your expectation of your team is high. And you're going to support that team no matter what. And all I got to say, Stephen Pearl, good luck. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful season. Yes, I'm gonna critique you. Yes, I am gonna critique you because I'm a Auburn fan, but I'm not gonna critique you as an Auburn fan. I'm gonna critique you as some part of the media. Just like Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze got to win Saturday. Got to win Saturday to stay in the hunt for the college football playoffs. Not just make a bowl game. You need 3 games to win that, and you probably get three more games to win make the bowl game. But to get in the college football playoffs, you got to win Saturday and play the defense. Let's see, play that defense like you've been playing. Work hard on offense, get the special team together, and work hard on it. You should succeed on Saturday against A&M at College Station at Cal Field at Texas A&M. Stephen Pearl, I want to see y'all stay the same. Keep running faster, play harder defense, and create turnover. Play at a faster pace. I want to see what you can do. I know you're not your father. I know that, but guess what? We don't got to used to winning. We got to used to making the NCAA tournament. We as Auburn fans had got spoiled, and y'all have turned. Let's keep Neville Arena the jungle. Hey, that's all I got to say. And for us, about other people, if I find, like I said, Horatio Fields, let me go. Oh yeah, for to be found out about Horatio Fields. See, is he going to be out for that game or not? Let me go see. I'm checking it out right now. See if he's going to be out for that A&M game. Okay. 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 Here we go. A racial field injury that Humphrey revealed Auburn obviously broke foot needs surgery. So he's going to be out for, I don't know how long he's going to be out for. He broke his foot. I don't know how he broke his foot. Unfortunately, he broke his foot. He had to have surgery. Let's see. In practice, that will cause season injury surgery. Freeze revealed that the injury during Wednesday SEC coaches teleconference. So he did it at practice. Oh, unfortunately, he broke his foot. He'll have to have surgery more. That's a huge loss for us. Freeze said of Field, he was kind of the leader of that receiver room, who knew every position, gave us flexibility to do a lot of things at a difficult loss. So that is gonna be a whole lot who lost. They're gonna be a huge loss. And he hurt his foot at practice. Broke his foot at practice. There's one thing when you practice You practice hard. That's one thing that usually happens. You get injured at practice. Although they're gonna be a huge loss, but we got to go on. And there's only one other thing I got to say. Love and respect yourself, because we love and respect yourself. You can see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love, because who can love you better than you love yourself? War Eagle. Hey, War Damn Eagle.
In my eagle zone. Welcome to the jungle. It's kickoff time. Let's go and explore this place. The jungle whispers secrets in the morning haze. Fly, eagle, fly. Through Jordan Hare Stadium, mist rises from the river, leaves rustle with delight. We find paths winding through the trees, wild and free. Birds sing their songs, a symphony of life. In what eagle zone, the tigers roar tonight. Welcome to the jungle where the wild is our guide. The crowd awaits, lit by the wind inside. In War Eagle Zone, every day is a surprise. Welcome to the jungle, the War Eagle flies. We stay rolling them tree from Tumor's Corner. Feel the thrill of heights on a crisp autumn night. Fly, eagle, fly, let your heart take flight. In War Eagle Zone, the jungle's mine. Night falls, our tigers come out, the moon glows so bright. Jordan Hare is loud in the darkness under the stadium lights. Around Jordan Hare, War Eagle take flight. In War Eagle Zone, the night is just right. Welcome to the jungle, where the wild is our guide. Adventure awaits, let's ride the wind inside. In War Eagle Zone, every day is a surprise. Welcome to the jungle, where the eagles fly. Let's enjoy the show, the football talk, the thrill with every step. The jungle's magic will feel no need of fear. For here you'll find the truth. In War Eagle Song you'll feel alive.